All right, well, I guess we'll just keep going on with the theme of Chevy trucks that I have in my RC um, rock crawling truck collection. This is the 67 Chevy Axial body on the SSD Trailking chassis. I'll get that spit out. It's sitting on Pitbull Rockmaster or Rock Beast tires with Vanquish Method, the real Vanquish Method wheels with SSD wheel nuts again on there. I had originally built this chassis for a Jeep Comanche hardbody, which I had the front held down by magnets, so that's why there's no pins up here, no body posts in the front. It's held on by magnets. Pins are in the bed though, so not a biggie there. Opted to do this as red and white, the white lower and then the roof in white, and I painted this and came out pretty well. The front, I think, looks really cool up, that old school grill. I think that just looks slick. The very same body style as the 72 Traxxas Blazer. I mean, they did some differences with them, but overall it's the same body style from, like, was it 67 to 72, I think was the body style of these Chevy trucks during that time. So once again, unfortunately, there isn't an interior on these, which I think is almost criminal, because it would look just so much better with an interior. But yeah, the body's got, some decent details. It's got the chrome mirrors, wiper blades, door handles. Unfortunately, the gas filler cap there is just a sticker, but you can't have everything. So when we take the body off, boom, just pretty much standard. Does have light buckets in it, so if I ever wanted to get fancy and put lights on this thing, I could do it. But I believe these weren't I just painted mine black, but they should be wood on the real ones. So, they would be, red and a wood plank, red wood plank, like that. But who says you couldn't, put the bed liner over on top of that? But that's what it looks like. Not too terribly bad. The SSD Trailking chassis, like I said, this did have the original came with, I had this fitted out with a Jeep Comanche body. So was able to get the inner fenders for this, and luckily the front ones fit on the Chevy body almost perfectly. But because of the lower bed, and even on the Jeep body, I had to trim the rear fender wells, because I think this is for the originally these are for one of the Jeep bodies. So needless to say, that never came to fruition because it had a Comanche truck on it, and then now it has the Chevy truck body on it. But yeah, as you can see, the SSD, unfortunately they don't make this chassis anymore, which is a crime in itself, because this is a great chassis. Still running brushed in this truck. even though this truck hasn't ran. I haven't ran it in a long time. It's a shelf queen. It looks good, and so yeah, it's a shelf queen. Still, you know, SSD motor, transmission, and transfer case, battery tray. Use it to my receiver box in here, kind of protect the receiver, and the antenna just kind of lays down back here in the back, out of the way of everything. So no problems with that. Just got a simple Amazon 25 kg servo up front for steering, magnets for the front, post in the back, underneath. Nothing fancy really. As you can see, when I had the Jeep body on here, this thing got used a lot. Metal drive shafts, right? All metal links. Great shocks on this. It's a straight axle, no portals. You know, this is a better version of the Axial SCX-10-2. Nothing fancy on here, just a couple metal weights in the rear. Nothing up front other than some of the plastics was replaced with metal. Yeah, just a good running chassis for if you're running trails. You could definitely rock crawl with this. That's not a problem. Just got in mind that it's not a portal rig. So you got straight axles, and it's a good looking rig. You know, the front is offset just a tad bit, you know, so pretty nice looking rig. I ran that Jeep body on it for quite a long time. The only bad thing about these Axial bumpers is, like, when you look at this, if you were to go rock climbing with this or rock crawling with this, like, look how much that could bend. That could easily break. If you hit a rock at the right angle, pop, there goes your bumper. So that's kind of the reason why this became a shelf queen, semi-retired crawler truck. And to get the bumper to work, I had to like push it all the way out to the very last hole. So yeah, this is probably only really going to be a shelf queen, and hopefully someday I might get an interior for it. But I just wanted to give you a quick down and dirty on what I call my 67 Chevy. That hopefully someday I will get an interior for it. And it's a good looking truck. I think the wheels look really good on it. And these are very expensive. If you guys know anything about Vanquish, you know Vanquish wheels are not cheap. So yeah, see, the inner fenders almost look, I don't know how well you can see inside there, but they really cover it up pretty well. And even in the back, does a pretty decent job. So, and then back here in the back, you get the, you know, where the bumper comes just straight out with the body. So it had to come out all the way. But yeah, it looks pretty good. It sets in there, rides nice. You know, right in there in the rock sliders. You know, sets really, really nice. Front looks pretty sick. Might have to get a license plate for the front and the back. Get something made off of eBay, some kind of personalized license plate. But yeah, that's the 67 Axial Chevy body on the SSD Trailking chassis, and running Vanquish method wheels and Pitbull tires. So yeah, if you got a like, leave a like, and if you got any comments or anything, leave something down below. Thanks.